What's going on, my Goober gang? This is Dan, and you've tuned in to Mchn Outdoors. Thanks for joining us. We spent 4 nights fishing a new stretch of river, and we have got to show you what we caught. Check it out. You heard that right. We spent 4 nights anchored down in the same area of river, and we just wanted to see what we could catch, what was moving through, try and get the lay of the land. We're going to walk you through night by night by night, show you some of our really nice catches, and there were some good ones. There were a couple of heartbreak moments. Let's get into it. We got out and caught some bait the first night, and then we got into a nice little double. Let's check that out right here. That's a double here. We got a second fish caught here. I thought he ran to my other line. A double. Alright, so this little guy right here is about 26¼ inches. Just tossed him on the measuring board. Let's get this hook out of here. Get him on his way. Big splash. And then let's bring in the big daddy. Alright, it's time to bring this big fish in. Another Chickahominy Big Blue. Alright, take a look at that blue. It's a 37-incher. Awesome, now we're heading in the right direction. And he is out of here. Cool, let's keep it going. It's not even midnight yet. After that nice little double, we caught one more little dink we'll edit out here, and then check this out. Front rod just got hit when I was trying to lay down and take a nap. It's running right at the boat. Could be halfway decent. Got a little bit of weight to him. Yeah, that's a great fish. Holy cow. Alright. He must not have known I was here until he just saw me. So this big guy must have been cruising the ledge. That was my bait. That was right on the ledge. So I'm going to toss another one back out there in a minute and try and go back to sleep. But that's a good size fish right there. That's going to be really close to that 38-inch mark again. But I think just on the underside if I had to guess. You got the blue catfish death roll going on here. I am not liking this. He's gonna get that hook out of his mouth. Alright, take a look at that fish. He's gonna go 38¼ inches. Just got to get this hook out of his mouth and get him on his way. Looks like he's actually pretty beat up. He might have been doing some spawning not too long ago. Fighting on the beds. Alright, so that big girl's 38¼ inches. I'm gonna get her out of here. Man, didn't waste any time taking off there. Awesome. New bait, and then we wait. The bite wasn't necessarily on fire, but it was smooth and steady. about 1 fish an hour, sometimes a double up, sometimes a couple taps, but that's about how it was going that night. We did cap off the night with another nice little double we'll show you right here. All right, let's pull this guy in. Alright. This fish, as you can see, here's after that whole white perch there. He's just barely hooked. Another nice, good, healthy, fat fish. That one was 33.5 inches. Let's see what his buddy looks like. And let's bring in this guy. Time to land him. Looks a little bit smaller than that last one, maybe. Two really nice fish to double up on, that's for sure. Alright, and this one here, as thought, was a little bit smaller at 29.5 inches. Two awesome fish. Well, that brings us to the end of night 1. Let's move on to night number 2. Night number 2 had some hot action right from the get-go. We started off with this nice little 32-incher right here. So we got our first fish of the night. It was on a suspended rod. It started to swim away on me, and I looked over and there's a fish up at the surface. Let's see if I can turn around and get you a glimpse of that. Look at this guy. He's a good looking fish. He looks like he's a little beat up from the spawn. He's been getting his rumble on. Come here, buddy. On that favorite piece of bait, that gut pocket. So there's that fish. He's a 32-incher. We're gonna let him go. He's got to get some weight on. He's feeling a little skinny. And he's out of here. That was a fun little catch. And then, you know what came next. Alrighty, this rod's going down. I had a nice slow bend over. Let's see who's here. I don't know if he's still on. Oh yeah, he is. He's swimming up the channel edge. Come on, be a monster. Be a monster. Yeah, he's pulling hard now. I think this is that white perch head again. I'm not sure what to make of this fish just yet. He's staying low, but he's got some small head shakes, so it could go either way. We'll find out in a minute here. Now he's acting more like a bigger fish. Yep, here comes a little fight. There we go. There's some drag pulling. Now this is gonna be a nice fish. Now he's not so happy. He knows something's up. All right. Yeah. It's gonna take a minute to wear him out. He's all fired up. So that's a good indication of, or sorry, that's a good example of what the blue light looks like. Let's do the rest of this fight with the white light on. You tell me what you like better down in the comments below, now that we've actually got some action going on here. This guy's fighting hard now. I'll tell you what, I'm not feeling so great. Got a lot of congestion, a lot of sinus pressure. And I've been thinking about going home, but I'm just trying to wait another 20 minutes and another 20 minutes and another 20 minutes. And these fish are making it easy to stay right now. He's trying to run up into the shallows now. I don't want that to happen. He might have pulled me off my anchor. Yeah, something weird's going on here. Oh no, he's pulling me upstream, going the other way. That's a nice big fish. And he's probably wrapped up in some other lines at this point. So I think he ran up the whole other side of the boat. What is going on? There's another fish right there with him, swimming right next to it. You see that? Two fish right here. One of them's just hanging out. That was kind of cool. I've never seen that before. He's still fighting real hard. He's running all over the place, I tell you. It will give me an opportunity to get my other rods reeled in though. So he's definitely in that spinning rod. Now where's he going? This fish is running all over the place. Starting to make me nervous. I do not want him getting hung up somewhere. He's in my anchor line now. Darn it. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. That's a huge fish though. We gotta figure out how we're gonna do this. Okay, I think I want to cut the line on the spinning reel. I'm gonna let him go for a second. I'm gonna cut the line on the spinning reel, pull it in by hand. It's one less thing tangled up. Or is that the rod he's on? Well, he's still got that one hung up somehow. Alright, so we are getting there. Now we got two rods out of the way. Got the anchor line in my hand. Just gotta figure out where he is on here. Hopefully I can get him free from the anchor line. That would be ideal. Not exactly sure how these two pieces are tied together right now. Alright, there's the fish. I want to get my hand on the leader line, which I do have. At this point I just want to get him in the boat before we lose him. It's getting dicey. It's getting real dicey. This is a huge fish. Alright, got my hand in his mouth. I'm not gonna let go of that. Fish is free. If I drop him, he's gone. But I did not drop him. Here he is. Alright, this fish is huge, guys. This fish is absolutely huge. Alright, so check this fish out, guys. We've got a length of 48 or 47¼ inches and a girth of 30.75 inches. So I will run the numbers and pop those up on the screen. But that is an absolute hog. What do you think of that? Loving it. Let's get the release on this fish. I think we got a fish on the other line too. All right, he gave me a good bite on the way out. He's gonna tear me up right through that glove. Wow, what a chaotic situation, but we got him. All right, so I got some of that sorted. Looks like we do have another fish on this line over here. I doubt he's anything super crazy. All right, just a nice little guy there. All right, let's get him in. That was a cool little double up there. Come on, buddy. Open up. I'm gonna pop that hook out, give you a look at him, and get him on his way. He's a chatty little fella. All right, well, I hope you like that big old goober right there. I'm gonna go ahead and retie some leader lines and everything like that and get these rods back out. Good night so far. On to the next night, night number 3. We didn't film a lot of this in our prior 2 nights, but like every good catfishing trip, we like to spend some time catching bait. We'll show you a video of us throwing some ultralight jigs right around a dock piling with a green light on, catching some white perch while we had the gill net set out, and we'll show you our catch from that too right here. All right, there's a hookup already. Swimming right at me so far. Looks like another good sized white perch. Man, this is fun. I could sit here all night and do this. This one's huge. Absolutely huge. Look at the size of these things. They're gonna make great bait tonight. Okay, let's get a few more of those for the cooler. Then we'll go grab some gizzard shad. And then we'll come back and get a couple live ones right before we start swimming. There's another one right there. This is so much fun. My trip is already made. That's another white perch. There we go. All right, so we just set the gill net and caught a whole mess of gizzard shad. All right, so we are good on bait in all of maybe 30 or 40 minutes. We are stocked up with about 6 or 7 big gizzard shad and about 10 white perch. Let's go catch some catfish. All right, well, now it's time to get to catfishing. We are loaded up on bait, ready to rock and roll, and it paid off. Check this out. Look at that rod going over. This is gonna be a good fish. We had a really big take on this rod about 30 minutes ago and it never hooked up. So something else came back for it eventually. Oh, baby. This is gonna be the first fish of the night too. Hopefully the first of many. This is gonna be a good one, I can tell. I'm excited. Yeah. This is a medium heavy Uncle Lou's rod and he is just crushing this thing. Okay, I'm sitting in about 7 foot of water and he's just about right below me now. That's a good fish. Let's get a glimpse of him here. That's a really nice fish. All right. I actually want to get this thing on the other side of the boat. And now I just got to keep him out of that trolling motor and then get him landed. I don't think he's quite ready to come in the boat yet. That's a really nice fish. Great way to start the night off. Let him tire himself out a little bit. There's no quit in this fish, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna bring this fish in the boat now. Got my hand on that leader line. That's a nice big fish. That's a 44.5 incher. That's a solid chunk. Great way to start the night. Let's get him out of here. He's gone. I don't know about you, but I love those goobers. That's right. We hooked up with a really nice 34-incher and then got into this. This rod is pulling away. Is it still on? I think so. I hope it's a good one. No, he let go. Did he? No, he's still on there. All right, it is on, baby. He's running into the mud flat. This could be another good one. He picked up that bait and just started running with it hard. Pull and drag. Oh, he's already right below me in 6 foot of water. Find out real quick what we're dealing with here. He's not coming up. Nope, he's turning around going the other way. That's gonna be a good fish. Pulling some drag, pulling some drag. That was a good way to wake up. It's about 2:15 in the morning. Woke up to some peel and drag. I'm not sure there's a better alarm out there. I had a feeling that was going to happen. He snapped my main line off. I was just reaching for the leader line and he broke me off. Oh man, that's frustrating. We're going to retie and get this cast back out there. Well, that's a wrap for night number 3. On to night number 4. Night number 4, one of our slowest nights of the trip, but don't go anywhere. We got some good fish and some cool fish in here. All right, guys, we've been anchored up for about 20 minutes. Had a couple little taps here and there. And finally a rod went over and it looks like a heavy fish. He was pulling some drag before I could get the GoPro fired up. And now he's playing tug of war with my anchor. He's got big, heavy head shakes. Yeah, it's a big fish. I can see him out there. He's inside of this line, it looks like. So we're gonna get this one up, get it out of the way. Who knows where this fish is going to run. I'm actually going to shove this rod in the back here. I think this is on the gizzard shad headpiece. I had that way out in the channel with a 10 or a 12 ounce sinker. The tide is slowing down. It's going to start changing here within the next hour or so. This fish is a stud. Oh baby. I've got 2 medium rods and 2 medium heavy rods. This one's one of the medium heavies. And now he's gonna spin the boat around. I don't know if you can see those lights off in the distance. He's moving the boat at over 1/2 mile an hour. And this is a beast right here. I can already tell. This is gonna be a good time. Really gonna make sure he tires himself out. I don't want to bring him in here with lots of energy. It'll just be a disaster. And there he goes pulling some drag again. All right, I'll go ahead and get my glove on, get ready to land him here. That looks like a massive fish, guys. Yeah, it's a hog. And here comes a big old gar off to the side here. That's a really good fish. Great way to start the night off. Really nice fish here. Still got plenty of fight left in it. It might pull some drag here again. Nice big heavy fish. We're planning on spending the night out here. Fishing through to the morning bite, see what we can come up with. Tell you what, a couple of fish like this and I will be a happy camper. Already off to a good start. I think this other rod's about to go down. I see the line running. We'll deal with that if it happens. Seemed like a little fish was playing with that for a while. We're gonna let this guy wear himself out a little bit more before we bring him in. All right, it might be about time to start thinking about it. We got a lot of gar in the area, it looks like. Alright, got my hand on that 100-pound leader. So I feel a lot better about that. Which is exactly why I use a 100-pound leader for these monsters right here. This is a thing. That is a pig, an absolute giant. Oh, baby. We're gonna call this section of the video the gar attack. Well, that's an interesting one. Just caught a gar over here. I knew something was messing with it. It looks like it's quite the eventful night so far. I'm not sure what we have here, but it's pulling. That's another big gar. It's like the third one tonight. Man, these are some really big gar, guys. I don't know what the citation size is in Virginia. I'll pop that up on the screen, but this is getting up there. Got some meat on him too. He's only biting the hook. It's not even in his mouth. I just want him to let go of it. Let go. Let go. I don't want to deal with you. Come on, buddy. It's not even in your mouth. Just stop biting it. Or it is in his mouth. Great. So now we're gonna have to deal with that. That's why a good set of pliers is always handy. All right, and just like that, he's out of here. I know. You can probably see why it's taken us over a month to get this video edited. There were just a couple moments in there I did not want to relive, but we had a really good time exploring a new part of the river and hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride. See you in the next one.